So the Sony XM6, which is actually not its full name, it is the Sony WH-1000XM6, which is a pretty long name, but most people go by them, them from the XM6. So I think it's safe to say that these headphones specifically don't need any further introduction, especially since the XM5s are basically the king of the hill. Before we jump into this video, I just want to say I'm actually giving away a brand new pair of Sony XM6s. All you have to do is simple steps. Leave a like on the video, leave a comment so I know that you've watched the video, and you have to be subscribed. If you're not subscribed, then unfortunately you will not be entered into the giveaway. The XM6 is a crazy value headphone, so you don't want to miss out on this giveaway. Firstly, with the XM6, before we even jump into the headphones, I think I'm gonna put these down, and the first real improvement, real upgrade is actually on the outside. So as I'm sure you guys are pretty familiar, the XM5s had a really big chunky box. Not only was it big, it had a weird shape. Not only that, it also had this really weird zipper that went all around that was very inconvenient. But this time around, with this new case, it's just better in every aspect. So first real improvement, I'd say it's about like 25% smaller than the previous model. So it's already great. It's amazing for portability and to just store in a backpack. And as a solution to that zipper model that wasn't exactly great, they've invented this magnet system, which honestly, I don't know why it took them so long to come up with, but it's genius. It's great. It works like a charm. I absolutely love it. You can just kind of like fold it like a book and it just works like a charm. It's super quick. You just open it and you get inside the box. So they've really redesigned everything just great. It's simple, it's perfect, and everything fits inside the box just as it should. Now, immediately from the amount of time that I've been moving these and playing with them, you can clearly see one of the biggest new improvements that, the XM5s fell short on. And it is now that you can fold these headphones. So you can fold them inwards like this, both headphones, one at a time. Now, a lot of people, when they would put the headphones on their head, they'll be using it for an extended period of time. And sometimes, for example, if you have to stop or kind of like have a conversation with someone, you put them around your ears. The one thing that the XM5s fell short on is that you couldn't really spin them out like this or inwards. So the ability to really just fold the headphones and the ear cuffs in itself is a huge value. But then that's also where these XM6 shine. Super comfortable. The vegan leather pad here is absolutely amazing for the ear cuffs. It feels like a cloud. All the pieces that move around on the headphones, for example, adjusting the headband for whatever head size you have, is also super smooth and feels durable. And overall, just as an everyday headphone, this is probably one of the most comfortable, if not the most comfortable. It's definitely my favorite. It's the one that I would probably recommend for 96% of people, whether you have a small head, big head, you are sensitive to headphones, you want something comfortable. It honestly checks all the boxes for basically everyone, and it is an overall amazing headphone. Now, speaking from experience, I tend to use headphones a lot, especially when I'm editing, maybe consuming media, watching videos, or even sometimes I'll use these for playing video games just because they're that comfortable. On top of that comfort element, they're also extremely lightweight. They basically weigh close to nothing, and that's also an amazing form factor. That combined with their comfort will make for a really good result, specifically for longer extended sessions. You'll forget that they're on your head. It has to be light and comfortable, and in conjunction, these two things are one of the main things. Obviously, we're looking at sound quality and stuff like that, which is super important, and we'll get into that. Quite frankly, in comparison to maybe other models on the market or just anything else I've tried, the XM6 did definitely stay at the top level for me. They're just my personal favorite. Now, kind of touching on some slight differences from the XM5s, which you probably wouldn't even notice, because honestly, at first I didn't notice. I actually had to look up the detailed spec list for the XM6, but they have changed a little bit when it comes to like some of the buttons and the speakers. The power button is now, I would say maybe significantly bigger than on the XM5s, which is great. Again, not a huge quality of life. The overall USB-C charging port stays on the same side, and the headphone jack also is on that side. You have an active noise canceling ambient mode button, so you can choose from those two modes. Noise canceling being just my personal favorite. It's the one that works the best. It actually is really good. Like the noise canceling on these Sony headphones, again, just kind of tying in with the premium comfort, premium sound quality, it's up there. If you want amazing noise canceling, I don't think it gets any better than this. Probably the only competitors that Sony really has when it comes to noise canceling would probably have to be Bose, but even then, you could nitpick and just kind of like compare for a long time. Now, for all of my geeks out there that care about the numbers, in terms of performance, we're looking at a new QN3 chip, which provides a better overall sound quality, which is great. Not a huge improvement from the XM5s, but again, very welcome upgrade since this is a new generation. Now, when it comes to the active noise canceling on these headphones, we're looking at 12 microphones instead of 8 microphones, which is a bit of a contrast. It's a nice leap from the XM5s, and I think it's a great overall indication to where Sony actually puts their attention when it comes to noise canceling. Not necessarily, I gotta point this out right now because we were talking about the microphones. If you're gonna be using these on a call, for example, you're on FaceTime or you're just picking up a call and you were actually using the headphones, the audio quality is not all that great. It just still sounds like it's lacking. It feels like one of those like $20 like stick microphones that you would buy on Amazon. So don't expect the moon. It's not great. It still has a lot of room for improvement, and I think they'll make it better throughout the time. Actually, I'd be very interested to see maybe the XM7s have some sort of AI voice enhancer feature. Could be interesting, maybe with the app. You know, there's an app for the headphones that you can connect to your phone and you connect to the headphones. It could be an interesting thing. Again, kind of just like pitching an idea out there, but we'll have to wait and see, and I'm honestly not so hopeful that they'll do that anytime soon. Following right up with the second most important thing for a pair of headphones, it's really the sound quality. And amazing feels a little bit like an understatement because, you know, they're kind of like sensational in a sense. They're great. They have such punchy lows and they have a great bass, just an amazing range overall, whether you're listening to, you know, classical music or, you know, you're listening to rap music or whatever the case is. You know, if you play video games as well, you have a crazy realistic surround sound. The noise is not too loud, and that's something that I think a lot of headphones and maybe some companies don't get it right. You know, just kind of like the mastery of the volume. Sony tends to have the perfect equalizer. Now, I'm sure, as you know, on the last generation on the XM5s, we had the ambient noise mode. So whenever you have the headphones on your head, you can just press on the side of your headphone and it's gonna allow you to just basically hear what's going on outside. It's kind of like putting a pause to the noise canceling. And it went from like, it was good on the last model. Okay, on the XM5s, it worked great. It was impressive as a technology because when we first got the XM5s, it was interesting to see how we could actually get some sort of technology like that. But now with the XM6, it's a different game. It sounds so much better. So for example, when I'm listening to music or maybe editing something and someone wants to talk to me, or I happen to be in a public space and I use the feature, it's great. The clarity has improved significantly for the voices, specifically of the people that are talking to you while you have the headphones on. Now, I did touch upon this earlier and I feel like it'd be right for me to cover it, but there's been some slight changes to the app. It's actually now has a new name. It's called Sound Connect, and it's just kind of like revamped some of the features. One of the cooler features that I actually think it's so interesting and I really like it is you have these new modes. You can kind of listen to normal music just the way you want it, but you can also listen to it as a background music. And that's interesting because let's put it in context. Let's say you wanted to have some sort of simulation that you were in a coffee shop, and you know, like for in a real coffee shop, you'd have speakers maybe like at the top of the room or the building, and they would be playing music but not too loud, and it's kind of like in a far off distance but not too far because you can still hear it. Well, this background music basically imitates that, and it allows you to kind of recreate that feeling at home or wherever you are within the headphones. It's interesting. It's cool. I have to admit, I'll give him that. It's interesting. Maybe it's your cup of tea, maybe it's not, but I felt like it was worth mentioning. Now, I feel like I've said a lot of good things about the XM6, which naturally, you know, rightfully so. There's not that many bad things to say on these. They're just great headphones. I do also feel like maybe I could be wrong, or maybe I'm just like trying to gaslight myself here into something, but I feel like they're a little bit like more flat, more narrow than the XM5s, which I kind of like. That's a great thing. Maybe this area here has been like flattened out. And I think that's great because the XM5s did feel very bulky and they felt like big DJ headphones. Not my specific cup of tea, so I like that this, you know, new design kind of fixes that. And so speaking of keeping these headphones on your head for an extensive period of time, I think the only real downside would be that like it can get a little hot in the headphones. I mean, there's not that much room for ventilation, you know, in and out. Naturally, you can't have everything, right? If you want to have noise canceling and stuff like that, there are going to be some downsides, but again, not a huge problem. Kind of just like move them every now and then, you know, take them off for a second, put them back on, readjust. Should pretty much fix the problem. We have to also consider one important thing, which is the price point. I feel like You know, they are premium headphones, and you know, I'll give them that. They have the amazing sound quality, they have crazy good comfort and all that stuff, but these come in at $449 US, which is, it's a pretty hefty price point. I don't think that's a comfortable range for most people. But again, yes, they do have the heavy price point, but you know, this is one of the times where you can maybe like compare these to maybe other headphones on the market, and I think then you could justify the pricing. Like for example, the Bose Quiet Comfort, a great pair of headphones that I've been meaning to review, but also on the heftier price point side of things. AirPod Maxes, another great example of completely overpriced headphones, and arguably maybe not as good as the XM6s. So really, if you put things in perspective, they're not the most expensive, which that's a great thing, but they're also not the most cheapest, which is also kind of a great thing because it doesn't make them, you know, feel like a scam or anything. But they also provide basically everything and anything. They're top of the line in comfort, top of the line in sound, top of the line in audio and noise canceling, and they're basically top of the line in headphones, period. And also, I feel like I probably didn't mention it, but they have multi Bluetooth connectivity support. Honestly, every freaking pair of headphones should have that. It's an amazing feature. Now, if you're interested in buying these, like I said, there's a link down below. Go ahead and click it and take advantage of my discount. I gotta get back to editing some videos, but hopefully I'll catch you guys on the next one. Until then, deuces.